Alright, well, the time has come to try a new deck out. I have a Warrior Quest to finish, and while I have neglected to play Warrior for quite some time, for a couple different reasons. One, other than now, with the new Eye Control Hunter, there hasn't been a whole lot of real good Warrior archetypes that I would want to play. Um, you know, all during the mighty Pirate Warrior days, which I refuse to play any aggro deck like that. There really hasn't really been anything to play for it. Secondary is the fact I already have a golden warrior portrait, and I wanted to get golden on all my characters. So far, I only have three, so I'm more inclined to work on decks that, or on classes that I don't have a golden on, to try to get up to the 500 wins. But I kind of got an idea for playing what is hopefully a decent deck, but I think it could be a lot of fun. It's going to be the Taunt Warrior kind of shell with a few other things going on. We have a mech package, a small mech package as well. I went ahead and crafted Ziliax for this deck because I didn't get it, and it fits really well into the shell. And there's a few other mechs that go with it. Some early smaller stuff. And then this Rusty Recycler does pretty well when you combine it up with Ziliax. And, it gives you a little more sustain. Not to mention this Beryllium Nullifier. This thing is a beast. If you can get it magnetized to, say, either Dynamatic, or excuse me, either Rusty Recycle or Ziliax, you're talking some serious lifesteal then, and they can't target it. So that's pretty sweet. Originally, when I made this deck, I was actually running a dragon package with, was it Wormguard, I believe it is? Let's see. Yeah, Wormguard. I had stuck a couple of copies in that there, but, it just gets redundant. It can be a slightly better Tarlord, but I was just finding other stuff I needed in there a little more than some more high-end taunts, and I got plenty of taunt in this deck. In fact, I may have a little bit too much, to be honest with you. On top of the taunt package and the mech package, also with mech package, I got Dynamatic in there, of course, because it's just an amazing board clear kind of card. I have also stuck Kalasith in there, which means I had to not use executes. So, that's kind of a big deal. But I didn't have a whole lot of other 2-cost cards in this deck. I had Warpath in there, but, it's only okay. I just stick Whirlwind in there for things like Token Paladin, or Odd Paladin, as otherwise known. But, so yeah, you got Kalaseth hitting all these taunts, so I'm thinking maybe I won't need as much, hard removal for a lot of these, at least the smaller decks. And Taunt Warrior does decent against control decks because you get your Ragnar's Hero Power going, and you can start really outvaluing a lot of stuff. I stuck several tech cards in this deck. I finally crafted Gluttonous Ooze. I was like, I'm tired of just not having it and having to play around with either Harrison, Corrosive Sludge, or Acidic Swamp Ooze. And I would have run an Ooze in this deck, but once again, I'm running Kalaseth. And I don't want any card draw, because I have a lot of card generation sort of in this deck. It's not really card generation, but you wind up holding on to a lot of cards and playing things one at a time. So you generally don't have hand size problems, and sometimes you wind up almost always overdrawing, especially if you get a Lich King down. So yeah, I didn't think Harrison fit too well in this deck. So yeah, I finally made and I'm running a Gluttonous Ooze. So here I am joining the meta of a year ago. Stuck a Skulking Geist in there for the Druid matchups, and actually for the odd rogue matchups too, because if you can hit a couple of Cold Bloods, you're taking a lot of their damage potential out. And of course their Deadly Poison, which against things like Kingsbane Rogue getting rid of those deadly poisons is huge. It's a huge deal. And it takes so much of their offensive capabilities away. I still have some leftover dragons in here, just decent taunts that you can toss out there. I may get rid of the sleepy dragon and figure out something else to go in there. I'm not sure yet. I also cut shield block, or excuse me, shield slam, because a lot of times I'm not having too much armor in this game. I'm usually playing full mana cost taunt minions one at a time, and I usually don't have too much time to weave in hero power. And usually before you can get a taunt down, you at least have a couple turns of them hitting on you with small minions, so a lot of times you don't have any armor to speak of. So I'm going to try this deck without Shield Slam. You know I hate to give it up. And finally, the last little piece of what's going on here is I have a semi-alternate win condition here with Blackwalled Pixie. So this is for after you get your Ragnarok's Hero Power in play. Ragnarok's Hero Power for 8, Blackwalled Pixie, and Ragnarok's Hero Power for 8. You can even really get crazy is do this on a turn before you got your Hero Power. So you can do 4 damage from the Sulfurion weapon to face or whatever damage. You get the new Ragnarok's Hero Power, you have Hero Power for 8, Blackwalled Pixie, and then Hero Power again for 8. So now you're looking at like 20 damage. So if you're going up against something that maybe a clear board or whatever, that's pretty substantial. So, you know, I throw it in there. And, you know, it's just not a horrible play on turn 3 if you think you're getting too far behind, just to get it out there. So, and this could also work for armor too, if you're really desperate. But I'm going to try to, you know, use this just for the Ragnarok's Hero Power, if at all possible. So that's what's going on. There's probably too much going on here, to be honest with you, to be too consistent. But seeing as the new season hit and I'm back in the basement again, I figure what the heck, right? So let's get in there and try a game. Alright, gotta assume this is going to be Odd Rogue, and this is a pretty decent hand to start. I would rather have my little 1-drop mech that gives armor, but having Kel Stealth on 2 is pretty strong. That's too bad, that's a much better minion when it has a +1/+1. Some pretty bad draws there. I hate to get that Saturday Night Chain Gang before Kellis has buff, but we're looking at Quest Rogue here. I'm not sure how this deck will. This deck might actually do decent against Quest Rogue if I can get a if I can get a Tar Lord down. He soaks up a lot. He soaks up at least 2 or 3 of the 4 health minions, 4 attack 4 health minions. So this might be actually Miracle. That's a good card to draw. Probably the best card to draw in my deck. Unfortunately, I can't get it down for another 2 turns, but oh, I forgot my deck tracker. 1 second. Okay, so this is, I'm guessing either then Necrium Vial, Rogue, or Kingsbane. Pretty hard to tell. Well, hopefully he doesn't have deadly poison in hand. And I can Skulking Geist it next turn. If it is indeed Kingsbane Rogue. Yeah, I'm not sure which of those rogue decks is more popular right now. Kingsbane or kind of Death Rattle Necrium Vial. Almost OTK. There's a there's a deck that Dane runs that's OTK Malagos Cobbled Illusionist Necrium Vial Rogue. Okay, it's Kingbane. Alright, just don't have Deadly Poison in hand, and I'll be happy. Okay. Alright, this Geist is going to be devastating. And I have Beryllium Nullifier behind it, which is pretty good except for he runs Vanish, so... I gotta decide if I want to play anything else into Vanish. No, this is really good, so... Now he has to have either a Vile Spine or a Vanish to deal with that, which odds are pretty good he has at least one of those things, but... Let's see, he's played one Shiny Finder, so if I can get him to play one more, a Gluttonous Ooze is pretty good. Oh dear. Alright, well... Chances are pretty good that I'll wind up killing off my Skulking Geist if I go with Dynamatic right now, so let's just do this and get the quest rolling. He's getting to the point where you have to vanish pretty soon. I'm not used to seeing Shiv in Kingsbane Rogue. Okay, but that spell spell was pretty good for him. I used to try running that in my control-ish warrior, and it was always too hard to play. It was never that good, at least for me. Okay. Yeah. This is seeming more like Miracle than it is Kingsbane. I think I'm actually gonna try to play multiple taunts right here. Let's just do this. So if he vanishes now, I'll get Stonehill back, which will probably allow me to complete the quest next turn. Oh yeah, I wonder if I should craft Mossy Horror for this deck. Unfortunately, there's a lot of minions that would hit on my side, like even with buffs. Tar Creeper and Stonehill will both die. Okay. Unfortunately, that Giggling is going to absorb a lot of damage from me. That Rusty Recycler put in some work. He's 8 cards ahead of me in fatigue. Okay. Seems like a pretty good time to finish the quest. Let's see, Giggling here. That'll definitely improve his chances. The bad part is I can only kill one part of the Giggling with the Dynamatic, so. Chances are pretty good I would kill the Giggling with the Dynamatic. Don't want to use Sulfuras here. Yeah, I think I do. There we go. Alright, live to fight another day. At least I got the one Giggling down before Valera hits. Blood Razor would be pretty good. What I'm hoping he'll do is, well, he can't have Doomerang in hand because I didn't burn it with my Skulking Dice, so what I'm hoping he'll do is just go ahead and use his King's Bane, throw down the Shiny Finder and re-equip it, and then I'll hit him with the Ooze. And hopefully he'll be stuck pretty far in his deck, even though he's only going to have like 6 cards left, so. Alright, I got a Rage Quit. Alright, so far 100%.